Happy Sabbath and good afternoon. We are back at our home church at 82 Fernley Avenue, and we are here in another episode in the series Thoughts on the Sermon. Today I have with me Sister Renee Williams, and she will be expressing her thoughts on the sermon presented today. So my sister, what are your thoughts on the sermon presented today?
Okay, my thoughts on the sermon was that one, the speaker was an erudite speaker. I loved the fact that he incorporated church history. It was interesting for me to know that the church, the message of the Advent message, I should say, came to Jamaica, the Caribbean, in 1890s. That was interesting for me. But it's not very often that you find someone who incorporates church history with the spirit of prophecy or prophecy and livity, church livity, and emphasizing that importance of living well with your brethren, and where we are now in last day events. Okay. So that was very interesting for me. And it's important, I think, for young people to understand and know their history, where we're coming from, in order for us to understand our mission as part of the church and finishing the work of the gospel in all the world.
Amen. You actually went ahead, because I was going to ask you, but that's all right. I was going to ask you how applicable it is as young people, but you've really brought it up, because personally this is something that is very dear to my heart, that many Seventh Adventist young people are not aware of the history of the church and how the church came to be and why it is we are Seventh-day Adventists. So, you know, what would you suggest in that area, since it was a high point in the sermon, as you've mentioned? How could we improve on this so that our young people could understand what Seventh-day Adventism is and their role in proclaiming the messages of the three angels that are so unique to this church?
Well, the same spirit, I believe, that started or began the work, because the work of Adventist movement began with young people. Ellen White was 17 years old when she got the vision of the narrow path and so on. So if we understand that we have a very important role to play in the finishing of the work, then we would not trifle with the sacred oracles to which we have been entrusted, and we will not we will therefore understand that, okay, it's important for me, therefore, if we're handling and dealing with holy matters and holy things, that we ought to, as well as young people, be holy. We have to be prepared mentally and physically and spiritually to answer and to instruct the brethren. Paul said to Timothy, he said, "Let no man despise you because of your youth, but be thou an example unto the believers in word and in everything." So as young people, I think we have to, one, pray, and even older members too have to pray for the young people, and we have to pray for each other. Prayer, number one, and that will help us on the way, because the challenges that we face is very, very real. You know, be it financial, be it emotional, spiritual, all of the works and so on. So we have to be able to dominate or regain dominion over the little things, that the sins that so easily beset us. So after we've done that, then we can I guess immerse ourselves into study, because study is absolutely crucial, and that will help us come to a sense of identity in who we are, and then in knowing who we are, then we can know our purpose. Yeah.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Well said. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in, and by God's grace, we will do it again next week. Keep sweet.
This program was brought to you by the Maypen Seventh-day Adventist Church. You may find more at Maypen SDA at youtube.com, or by following us on Facebook at Maypen SDA Church. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.